So I'm sitting here with this book, Affluence Without Abundance, The Disappearing World of the Bushmen, by the author James Suzman. It's a hardcover, and the reason I decided to do a short book review is because I didn't expect that I wasn't able to put this book down. I read it any chance I got. It talks about the Bushmen of the Kalahari, and you say, where's that? Well, in case you didn't know, one of the things I really like, he orients you right away on the language, the names and cliques, and the language they speak, and also with a little map. So you're right away oriented, and then it just reads like a total adventure story if you're interested in how other people live. This book covers, it has a few pictures somewhere in the middle too. And the book covers a lot of the history and how the Bushmen, as best as we can still tell, have lived for like 170,000 years before how they live today, and how their society worked, and the fact that it was a completely egalitarian society. How they fed themselves, the fact that they worked for about 15 hours a week, and that's it. And he goes on to say kind of what happens with the various waves of herding peoples that came by, and then later on what happened with the colonization by the Europeans for South Africa and Southwest Africa. He illuminated me on the purpose of some big game hunting, the way nutrition has changed for them, the way their social structure worked, and all in all, I know I'm forgetting a bunch of things, but it's just like I couldn't put it down. I loved reading what he has put together. And there's also an extensive list of references in case you want to go deeper. It's further reading. It's several pages long, where you can go even further in depth with the topic. And so, I can only highly recommend this book if you're interested at all in how other people have lived, and really interested in what paleo actually was about, and what egalitarian societies can look like, and what actually the impact was of herders and farmers, and the colonization by Europeans, and how they live today. It's really, really fascinating. So anyway, this is Christiane Walters, and I was so taken with this book that I decided to go into book review. This is my first one. I already recorded a bunch of stuff, and but I did forget that the author actually, off and on for 25 years, lived with and visited these hunter-gatherers, and what is left of their way of life. He's really studied it firsthand.